Welcome to the shed. I'm Sid, Mackie's on the camera. And today, Mackie is walking us through the process of installing a dropper post on a gravel bike. Hi Jack, what's up? For this task, you will need a dropper post, which generally comes with cable and housing, cable bushing, and lever. Today we are not going to be using this lever, we are going to be using the integrated GRX shifter lever. Allen keys, cable crimper, a tape measure, paint pen, and a cable cutter. A few weeks ago, we posted a video of us installing a dropper post on a mountain bike. That was a Fox Transfer. So for that post, the cable started at the post and ended in the lever. This is the opposite. It starts in the lever and ends in the post. This is the Shimano Discover post. This is a 70mm dropper post. It's a 27.2 diameter, which is kind of unusual for dropper posts. Not all brands make that, so if you do want a dropper post on your gravel bike, this is one to consider. And yeah, you might be going, why on earth would I put a dropper post on a road bike? First of all, this isn't any old road bike. This is the Niner MCR, which stands for Magic Carpet Ride, because it is a full suspension. We have dropper posts on all of our mountain bikes. We love them, and we've never put one on a road bike, but we've definitely found ourselves riding our road bikes in situations where kind of wish we had one. So we're pretty intrigued to try this out. If you want to see Mackie riding this bike and trying out the dropper post, that will be on our other channel, so we'll put a link to that in the description.
The cable goes through the GRX lever and then into the frame and then out the frame and into the dropper post. Niner has nicely included a guideline for us, so hopefully we will be able to get that housing through really easily. We are going to do a video on tricky cable housing, so we aren't going to cover that right now. We're just going to run the housing, get it through the frame, and then see what we need to do from that point.
Right.
Got our cable
Excellent.
through.
Step one is done. Okay, so we want to decide how long we want our cable. So this is going to go like that.
Okay.
It's going to be taped on the bar, and then we want a certain amount of slack because, as we talked about in another dropper post video, you don't want to be triggering the dropper post every time you spin the wheel. That should be fine.
Mark right where it goes into the frame, because we know that's how much we need on the outside of the frame.
Okay.
Now what we have to figure out is how deep this post is going to go into the frame, because that will tell us how much we need to cut off of the housing. We basically want to measure what the height of the seat post would be for me, since we know what that height is approximately, and then subtract the part that the post will be in the frame off of this.
You know your seat height roughly.
Yeah, 74.5. Bottom bracket to that is what? To the top of the seat clamp.
53.
So basically I need another 21 or 22 centimeters. So let's measure 21 from the top, and then we know that we'll have a little buffer.
Because of the seat. Just gonna do a little dot because you're probably gonna want to line somewhere else.
So now what we're gonna do is measure how much of the post is in the bike.
Including this part?
Including the bottom part. Basically where the housing would attach.
Let's say 15 or 14. Hi Jack, what's up?
Let's say 14 because we're gonna be subtracting that off of the housing. And then we're gonna take 14 off of that.
So we're gonna push this through, but not all the way through.
Yeah.
Because then we're hosed.
So we're pushing that through enough that we can measure 14 off of this side.
Grab our cable cutters, give it the old snip snip. You sure? You feel confident?
If we blow it, we'll just start over. But I'm pretty confident, yeah.
I've never done this before, so let's see. Wow, what is happening? Do I have to take this plastic part out? Is that like a holder?
So your first hint is that you should be on the other side of the lever, but you can see a hole straight through to the plastic thing. Push the cable through there just to open up the plastic thing. There you go. So now the plastic thing's open on the other side. This is what Sid just poked through to knock the plastic open on the other side.
Is this where your front derailleur would go?
No.
So this lever literally doesn't have a front derailleur thing. What do you push? You use
push it
this
sideways.
just like a shifter.
Yeah.
Wow, that's gonna be fun.
Sid's got the cable in there nice and snug. On this side, that plastic thing is just so that you can get to the cable and run it down through there into your ferrule and then your housing. Oh man, this is a pain. So what we have to do is we have to release the lever.
I was kind of wondering about that because it seemed...
Too easy.
Yeah, not that big of a deal to take the lever off. We're just being dramatic.
We are being dramatic, it's true.
Okay.
So we'll cut the housing and we'll install the barrel adjuster because we do want the barrel adjuster.
Yeah.
This one has a barrel adjuster on it.
Okay.
Measure how long that is.
Give or take 35 centimeters. You have like 34 sticking out. It doesn't need to be all the way down here either. It could be there. Okie dokie.
I'm glad we remembered the barrel adjuster. Can you imagine what a pain it would have been otherwise? And then you can put that plastic thing closed now.
Cool. Is this where we have to decide where the cable goes?
We'll hold the lever up in place approximately. Yeah, I think that's about right. Go ahead and pull the cable hard to make sure it's all the way through.
Okay, so now we need our cable bushing, our dropper post, and lock. So you unscrew the bolts, but not too much. Is there an up and a down?
Nope.
Okay, so can this go in after the cable?
Yeah, only after you've cut the cable. So basically you have to measure what that... So it's
the housing is in like that.
Housing's gonna go on like that, plus like half a centimeter or something.
Here, put to here, basically.
Probably less than that.
Here.
Yeah.
All right, here goes nothing. This is the worst part. You have to like bend it around because like this little tail goes in that part. And this cable goes in through there and then flat.
The one thing you can do, which can help, is if you loosen the bushing, slide it down a little bit, cut the cable some more, and then slide the bushing back up a little bit, then you have less of a tail. Because the tail is what's getting in the way right now.
Yeah, I'm just nervous about it like popping off. Cut the tail and then slide it like right to the end, basically.
Exactly.
Bombs away!
That's plenty. As you get to know your post, you will figure out what this distance needs to be. So like once we've set this up and we know what it needs to be, then in the future when we're installing this post, we can be like, oh, it needs to be slightly shorter or whatever. Yeah. But since this is our first time, it's all trial and error.
Oh, that went in a lot easier. Okay, yeah, so then you pull that over and you pull it down.
Pull up and down on it?
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, so I think we probably want to tighten the bushing like half a centimeter.
It's like really boingy and annoying.
You could flip the post over if you wanted. Sometimes that means you don't have to bend the wire as much or the cable as much.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay. Come on, baby. You can do it. There we go. Okie dokie.
We'll install that. You'll just push it down. Not tight enough, apparently. So try tightening the barrel adjuster. One way and see if it does anything or not. Okay, so that seems like it's working.
Seems good. Yeah.
And we have some more adjustment on the barrel adjuster so we can tighten it up.
Great.
So now let's slide the lever back on.
If you have done everything that we did in this video and your dropper post is misbehaving, we did have a troubleshooting section in our other dropper post install video, so you can go check that out. We kind of go through what to do if your dropper post is not staying up or is not doing anything at all. At this point, all you have to do is tape your cables up and retape your bars. We're not going to do that right now. We do have a video for bar taping. You'll also want to put your saddle on, get your seat height set up. This is how to install a dropper post on a gravel bike in 1 minute. Start by running the cable housing through your frame. Decide how long the housing needs to be between the lever and the point that it enters the frame. Remember that you will be taping the housing to your bars and that you want enough space to turn your bars all the way without stretching the housing. Mark the point where the housing enters the frame at the front of the bike. Now mark the point where the housing exits the seat tube. Now you need two measurements, the distance from the center of your bottom bracket to the top of the seat tube and your seat height. If you don't know your seat height, multiply your inseam by 0.9 to get a rough idea. Subtract the bottom bracket to seat tube measurement from your seat height and starting at the top of the seat post measure that distance. Mark that point, then measure the distance from that point to the bottom of the post where the housing enters. This measurement tells you how much you need to cut off of your housing from the point where it exits the seat tube. Slide the housing through so that you can access that point and cut the housing. Now install the barrel adjuster by cutting the housing at the front of the bike. Make sure you leave enough space in the housing that the barrel adjuster won't end up under your bar tape. Place ferrules on both sides of the housing and run the cable through the dropper post lever, the housing, and the barrel adjuster. You may have to temporarily remove the lever to make sure the housing reaches. Install the cable bushing using the post to get an idea of where it should be installed. Cut the cable and install the cable bushing in the post. If there is slack in the connection, move the cable bushing down and shorten the cable. Once there is little to no slack, slide the post into the bike while pulling the housing out of the front of the frame and make sure it works. Install your lever, tape the housing in place, wrap your bars, install your seat, and set your saddle height and position.